Good morning and welcome to the porch. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. So, what do you guys think about this Maduro thing? I'll tell you what, that was a pretty bold move that Trump did on that one. So, I kind of got thinking about that a little bit in the last day or two, and I thought to myself, Maduro, he said that he wanted to talk to Trump, and so it's kind of interesting that Trump would actually send a helicopter and pick him and his wife up and bring them back. I guess he wants to talk to them. Well, I'm just being facetious, guys. But I don't want to talk about Maduro today. That's still, that little saga is still unraveling right now. It's going to take it a while. But we'll talk about it a little later on if you guys want to. But let's talk about something a little bit different, the Somalia fraud thing. Now, it's been all over social media and the news and everything else, and that's a pretty big deal, really. And I think about it, I asked the question, I said, would you like to live in Somalia? And I think that most people would say, no, I wouldn't want to live in Somalia. And there's good reason for that. It's a bad place, a terrible place. Terrible enough that everybody is trying to move from Somalia to America. But what's kind of interesting, they get to America and they don't like us. They think there's something wrong with us, so they want to change us so we'll be like Somalia. Guys, there's some of this stuff just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, does it you? So I think about it and I think, well, one of the things that's happened here, we've brought so many people in from other places that have a much different culture than us. And we brought them in to the number that they outnumber a lot of places that they're being put into here in the United States, and flooding into these places and basically changing the culture to the Somalian culture rather than staying with the American culture that we already have there. And they're destroying neighborhoods and things like that. And American people, they're getting bitter about this, and rightfully so. Now, I want to make it very clear, I am not against the Somalian people. I find that there's good and bad people wherever you go, whatever nationality there are. And so it's not a prejudice thing to talk about this, it's just a logical thing to do. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. Now, will that do any good? I think it make people think, and it's always good if you can make people think. So we wouldn't want our nation to be like Somalia. We wouldn't want to move to Somalia, and there's, again, good reason for that. And we're bringing these people over here by the groves, and now they're defrauding our government, defrauding the taxpayer, and I think at some point we have to understand that those criminal activities have to be dealt with, and they are being dealt with, but I think they need to be dealt with fairly severely. And they need to get those people, prosecute them, and get the illegal ones out of here and back to Somalia. Let them live where they want to live, like they want to live, and not try to change our nation. We have a culture that, as Americans, we like. And I'm an American, and I like America, but I don't like people coming in and just destroying the culture, and more so than anything else, the Constitution. I want us to live by the Constitution. You see, that's what makes us American, is our American Constitution, and we need to live by that. And people come in here, they need to live by that. And these people have been breaking the law like crazy. Now, I want to say this real quick, too, because it's important. This primarily, at this point, looks like it's been in Minnesota. Well, now, who is at the helm there at Minnesota? Who's driving the boat? Well, that'd be Mr. Walsh, wouldn't it? I tell you what, that guy there was a probability that he might have been our vice president at one time. That's a scary doggone thought right there, guys. So I think they need to hold Mr. Walsh accountable. Some people are calling for his resignation. I think they need to see where he was at in all this and why he let this go on, and very possibly his resignation may need to happen. I don't think he has the integrity. That's just an old man's personal opinion now. I don't think he has the integrity to resign. I think he's going to ride that free ride as long as it'll last. But anyway, the people in Minnesota need to step up to the plate. American people need to step up to the plate and speak out against this nonsense and this garbage. Now, when I think about all of this stuff coming here to the United States, and we've just let it happen time and time again, and I know what this is all about. It's all about votes. Now, I heard Waltz talking the other day and about this Somalian fraud thing, and somehow he got to the point that he was blaming white men for it. You know, all that is catering to the Somalian people. And again, I want to make sure this is clear. I think there are good Somalian people, and I think they need to adapt to America, need to do what they need to do to be an American. And as far as I'm concerned, now this is me, I wish them the best. I hope they do good. The American dream is a wonderful thing. Now it's disappearing, and if we keep going down the path we're going down, it'll totally disappear sooner or later. But Mr. Walsh, you need to step up the plate, and you need to own up to your failures here. I'll tell you, and quit blaming white men for you're a white man. What's wrong with you? You know, I would say there's a chance. Excuse me just a minute, guys. I got to turn off the compressor. So, anyway, Mr. Walsh, you just need to step up the plate, make things right. You probably should resign, but that's up to the people in Minnesota about that. But anyway, we talk about these things, and we have to understand as Americans, if we don't call out injustice and we don't deal with injustice like we should, it's just going to continue to go on. Now, I've heard that there's some rumors some of that money that they stole may have even ended up in the hands of terrorists. Don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it's a serious thing, guys. These people are enemies of the United States if they're sending money to terrorists, but I think a lot of it is they're probably putting it in the hands of politicians through donations and things like that. But again, don't know any of that. That's just a thought we should look into, okay? So having said all that, the Somalian thing, I think will get better because I think we are dealing with it. But if it don't, we need to step up the pressure and make sure we get these people out of here, put them in prison, whatever it is needs to happen to them. All right, guys, we're having a lot of stuff go on in the world today. It's getting pretty shaky, and we need good men and good women to do the right thing, and should be praying for those folks, should be praying for our nations. So if you're a prayer person, I'd say let's do it. Let's pray for these things. All right, guys, we here at Porch love you. We appreciate you. May God bless, and have a good day.